Yes, sir, John. I'm on the call. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Take it away.
Awesome, awesome. I definitely want to thank you for that awesome introduction. Thank you for hosting this call. You definitely did a phenomenal job of hosting this call tonight, and definitely want to congratulate you on the success that you're having with this opportunity. You're building a phenomenal group all around the United States of America. But I'm definitely excited to be on this call tonight. For those of you who are tuning in, you definitely want to quickly grab yourself some pen and paper, because you definitely want to take notes on the information that's going to be covered tonight. Because if you don't take notes, you're only going to retain about 15% of the information that I'm going to cover on the call. So you definitely want to quickly grab yourself some pen and paper. And what I'm going to be actually going over on this call tonight is the 4 corners of success. I'm actually going to be covering the 4 corners of success. And so you definitely want to write that down at the top of your paper. I'm going to be going over 4 different things that you must do in order to be successful in multi-level marketing in this particular industry. And so you definitely want to write these things down. Now, many people get involved in this industry, and maybe you have experience, maybe you don't have experience, but most people want to know what they need to do and why they need to do it. And so I'm going to cover those things tonight, actually what you need to do, and I'm going to cover why you need to do it. And so you definitely want to take some notes and write some of this information down. And the training tonight is going over the 4 corners of success. And so I'm going to jump on into it. The first corner of success is actually your why, your WHY. Now, you first must know why you're actually building this business. And so many people get started in the opportunity for several different reasons. So only you would know why you're building this business. And so you must ask yourself, and I would suggest that you do this tonight. Before you go to sleep tonight, I would suggest that you ask yourself tonight, why did you get started in this particular business and what you intend to accomplish in this business? Take time out tonight and ask yourself that question, and so you can actually develop your story, develop your why of why you actually got involved in this particular business. Now, your why can be several different things. Maybe you got involved in this business for your family. Maybe you got involved in this business because you want to actually free your spouse. Maybe you're doing this business for your children. Maybe you're doing this business for yourself. Maybe you want to have some time freedom. Maybe you want to have money freedom. Or maybe you're just in pursuit of what makes you happy. And so you definitely want to ask yourself why you're doing this business. And when you discover why you're doing the business, you definitely want to write that down on paper. Okay? When you identify your desire, when you identify what your dream is, when you identify what your goal is, you must be able to clearly visualize what your dream, your goal, or your desire is. Now, one of the things that will help you be able to visualize your desire or your goal is to have it written down on paper. I would suggest that you definitely go out and get some 3x5 index cards and start writing your goals and writing your visions and writing your why down on those index cards. That would definitely help you with accomplishing your vision. Now, one of the things you want to know about this particular business and about life, you don't get what you want out of life. You actually get what you're able to picture. And so you must continuously see your why in front of you every single day. And so when you start doing that repetition of seeing your why in front of you every single day, it's going to become a part of your subconscious mind, and you'll be able to do it just like breathing, just like driving a car. And so I would suggest that you get some 3x5 index cards and write down your why on those index cards. Write down your desire, write down your goals, and write down your dreams on those index cards. So tonight, definitely ask yourself, why did I get started in this business, and what do I intend to accomplish from being in this business? Because nothing ever gets accomplished without having visualization. And so you must be able to visualize yourself accomplishing your why. And so in order for you to be able to do that, you have to have a clear vision of where you see yourself going in this business. I want everybody on the call tonight, I want you to think about this for a second. I want you to visualize yourself driving in your automobile, and you're driving down a foggy road where you're actually driving in the fog. Now, even though you may know where you're intending to go, even though you've probably already been to that destination before, but because it's foggy outside, because it's foggy around you, you have to actually drive a little slow to get to your destination. even though you've probably been there before, but because it's foggy, your vision is not clear, so you're actually driving slow to get to that destination. Now, think about this. What happens when that fog begins to lift? What happens when your vision becomes clear? You can now accelerate towards your destination. And so when you write your why down on paper, what you're doing is making it clear so that when you see it, you can actually run with it. And so that's one of the things and one of the reasons why you want to write that why down, because you want to have a clear, concise vision of where you're actually going here with this opportunity. And so the last thing you want to remember with your first corner of success is that if your why, your reason, your motive for doing this business, if it's not big enough to make you cry, it's probably not big enough. And so you definitely want to have a big, big why of why you're doing this business, because your why is going to help you overcome obstacles. Maybe you're getting ready to prospect someone, and maybe you have a fear of talking to people. That's when you have to go back to your why. If your why is big enough, that why will make you overcome whatever fear you may be up against. The second corner that I'm going to cover of the corners of success is your investment. You definitely want to write that down. The second corner is your investment. So you must decide what you're going to be willing to invest into your business. Now, when I'm talking about investing into your business, I'm talking about two things. I'm talking about your time and your money, because this is a business. And so when you get started in this business, even though we're involved in network marketing, multi-level marketing, whatever you want to call it, we treat this like a business. So there's going to be some capital required for you to run your business. Because think about it, that's one of the things that attract most people to the industry of multi-level marketing. Number one is you can get started for less than $1,500 in most companies, and you can run your business for maybe $500 or less in most companies. So it don't require a lot of money. So you're not going to have to spend a lot of capital, because in this type of business, your capital is people. So you're looking for people who have a little bit of money that they can invest, but you're also looking for people who have a lot of courage that they can invest in this business. So you must treat it like a business, because if you treat it like a hobby, it's going to cost you money. But if you treat it like a business, it's actually going to earn you some profit. And so one of the things that I want you to be prepared for is you must be prepared to actually give up some activities. Now, what I mean by giving up some activities, I mean giving up some things that are actually cutting into your productive time. Maybe you can be doing something productive, or you may be doing something that's not productive. So some of those things you may have to give up. Now, for me personally, I had to give up watching television. I used to come home, maybe I was out prospecting all day, maybe I was out showing the plan all day, and I would come home and turn it on SportsCenter and watch television. And I'm not saying that television is bad, but when you have a big dream, when you have a big desire, you may want to cut back on watching some television. Another thing I had to cut back on was actually listening to the radio. Every time I got into my vehicle, before I got into this particular opportunity, I would listen to the radio station. And so one of the things that I had to learn how to do is I had to learn to reinvest those hours into my mission, which is my why. And so every time I came home now, instead of me coming home, turning it on SportsCenter, I would come home and I would listen to some personal self-development. I would read some personal self-development books. And when I got in my automobile, I would listen to personal development CDs. And so I definitely believe that you should turn your automobile into a driving university. Every time you get into your car, have something on that's actually going to feed your mind to help you change the way that you think. And so one of the most important things that you can invest time and money into is yourself. Actually investing time and money into the way that you think. And so you must become the type of person that you're looking to attract into your team, or you're looking to attract into your business. Many people, they say that I want to have leaders in my group. I want to have successful business people in my group. I want to have people that's coachable, teachable, and trainable in my group. And in order for you to have those type of people in your group, you must become a leader. If you become a leader, you will attract leaders. You must become a successful business person, because whatever you become, you would actually attract. And so you actually get what you are in this business. Whatever you are, that's what you would actually attract into your business. So some of the things that can actually help you become a leader, that can help you become successful, is personal self-development. And so I'll just throw a few names of some information that you definitely can seek out and get your hands on. one of the things that helped me to actually get to where I am in this business and actually even where I'm going is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That's an awesome book that you definitely want to get your hands on. You definitely want to read that book. And if you already read Think and Grow Rich, read it several times because repetition is key. You want to do it over and over and over again, and you also want to apply the information that you actually get your hands on once you read that book, Think and Grow Rich. Another powerful set of information is the Cash Cow CD by Mr. Holton Love. Everybody who actually gets started in your opportunity, I personally believe that they should have their hands on the Cash Cow CD series because it will help them learn the foundation of the industry of network marketing. Another phenomenal audio that I love to listen to is The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. That's another phenomenal training. And also The Magic of Believing by Clark Bristol. And so the second corner of your success will be you deciding how much time and how much money you're going to be willing to invest into you and into your business. The third corner of success that I'm going to cover tonight is to pick a champion. The third thing you must do in order to become successful in this particular industry is to pick a champion. Now, what do I mean by pick a champion? I mean you want to pick someone that's an experienced coach or mentor. Now, when you actually pick out your coach or when you actually pick out your mentor, you want to become closely tied to your coach. You want to become in counsel with your coach. Now, this is someone who actually been down the road of success that you're getting ready to travel down now. So maybe you're looking at becoming a platinum. Maybe you're looking at becoming a 2-star. Maybe you're looking at becoming whatever rank you're looking to become, a crown. You want to actually pick a coach that already been down that pathway that can assist you on accomplishing your goals, on reaching the next levels that you're going to have to get to. Now, this is actually going to be able to provide you several things, but a few of the things that having a coach will help you do is actually going to allow you to have shortcuts in your learning process because this business is a huge learning process, and when you have a coach or you have a mentor, it's going to assist you in having shortcuts in your learning process. Now, when you work with a mentor, it will also even assist you in your recovery time when you have some setbacks. So, yes, you will have setbacks. There are going to be some people that you're going to talk to about this business. I know many of you got started and you had some people that you just knew. I just know for a fact this person is going to get involved in the business. I just know that my brother is going to, I just know that my sister is going to get involved in the business. And I want to prepare you that many of those people will not get involved in your business. So there's going to be some people that tell you no. There's going to be some people that actually tell you that they're going to be coming to the meeting and they're not going to show up. One of my favorite ones is you're going to have some people that tell you, I'm actually exiting the freeway right now, and I'll be pulling in the driveway in a few minutes, and then by the end of the meeting, you never saw the person show up. And so there's going to be some setbacks. There's going to be some disappointments. There's going to be some people that actually quit your business. There's going to be some people that give up on their dreams and quit the business. And so you have to be able to understand that you're going to have some setbacks. And so when you have a coach, when you have a mentor that you can actually go to, it's going to help you recover from those setbacks much quicker. And it's also going to allow you to be able to reach your desired result much sooner. And so you need that mentor, that coach that can actually help you through that process. Now, in order for you to have a coach or a mentor, this is where honor comes into play. Honor. Because most people, we're not taught how to honor someone for their differences, how to honor somebody for their success. We're not taught how to honor someone for their achievements. And so when you're looking at having a coach, you must have honor for that coach because the law of honor is the most important law on earth. I think the law of honor actually ranks up there with the law of attraction. Who you honor is very, very important because honor is actually the seed that actually gives you access to any environment on earth. Who you choose to honor actually gives you access to different avenues that you may choose to go down in your life. And so you definitely want to make sure that you honor your coach and your mentor. Now, this is the last thing that I want to cover on the topic of picking a champion, which is the third corner of success. I want you guys to write this down, and I definitely want you to remember this for the rest of your life. Your success or your failure in life will be based upon who you choose to honor or who you choose to dishonor. So I definitely want you to learn how to honor your mentor because it'll benefit you for generations and generations to come. The fourth thing that I'm going to cover on this call tonight, and the last corner of success, is to follow the plan. Follow the plan. Now, this is very important because when you have a plan that's laid out, that plan is actually your roadmap to success. And so when you work with your sponsor, when you work with your coach, they're going to develop a game plan for you to build this particular business. When you get involved in multi-level marketing, you definitely need a game plan in order to build a business. And so when you come up with that game plan with your sponsor or your coach, you must follow it exactly the way that they laid it out for you. That's a must. You must follow it exactly the way that they laid it out for you. Because one of the biggest mistakes people make in multi-level marketing is that they do not work the plan exactly the way it was laid out for them. Now, what does that mean? That means they begin to second-guess that plan. That means they start using their own thinking process to how they're going to build their business. And that's one of the biggest mistakes that people make is not being coachable, teachable, and trainable. You must humble yourself to leadership. You must humble yourself to be coachable and teachable so you can actually follow that game plan that your coach or your mentor or your sponsor lay out for you so you can have success. You don't want to reinvent the wheel. If you're in this business, and we don't typically hand out flyers in this business. And so if we don't typically hand out flyers, I don't know any of our top leaders that hand flyers out. We have a system that's laid out that we do in order to be successful in this opportunity. And many of you know that system. We ask some questions and we give away some samples of our product, and that's what you want to do to follow that system. So don't reinvent the wheel. So we have a system here at the company. I'm not going to go over that system tonight, but if you don't know what our system is in the company, get with your sponsor, get with your coach, and they will be able to go over a game plan with you so you can learn what our system is here with this particular opportunity. And so the last couple of things I want to cover is when you plan your work, when you and your coach actually sit down and plan your work, you must work your plan. Don't deviate from that plan. Don't take countless hours from your coach or from your sponsor and allow them to lay out a plan for you and you don't work that plan. So when you plan your work, work your plan. One of the great ways to assist you in doing that with this particular opportunity is the fact that we have our own calendar. You definitely want to, if you don't have a calendar, you want to get one of those calendars as soon as possible. Get with your sponsor, get with your coach, and ask them where you can get one of our calendars from so you can learn how to work your plan based off of your calendar. Your entire week should be laid out in your calendar. You're going to have everything laid out in your calendar from how many people you're going to prospect per day. I would definitely suggest that you prospect 2 to 5 people per day. I was just out today to give you an example. Me and my brother John, because he's free now from corporate America, and we were out today just hanging out today doing some shopping. And just because we were out, this is the law of attraction, I was able to get several names and numbers today. Young lady working at the Sprint store. She's 8 months pregnant. She's looking at earning some extra income because after she has her child, she want to be able to stay at home and be a full-time mom with her child. I met another young lady, a phenomenal lady that actually owns her own business. She owns coffee shops, donut shops. I call them coffee shops, but she owns her own donut shop. And I ended up meeting her today. I gave her a compliment. I liked the pair of boots that she had on. Come to find out, this young lady was from California. We ended up talking, mixing it up. And so all the information that I've done today, I had it written down in my calendar. So I already knew today that I was gonna prospect 2 to 5 people. So you wanna have that written down in your calendar. You wanna already know that you're gonna be showing the plan at least 4 times per week. That's gonna be written down in your calendar. You're gonna actually work on developing 1 to 2 new people that's gonna actually show the plan 4 times a week. Every single month, you're looking to develop 1 to 2 new people. But all of that information will be written down in your calendar. And so when I say follow the plan, your plan will be written down in your calendar. So you definitely want to make sure you have a calendar to be able to actually follow that plan. So the 4 things that I covered, the 4 corners of success, number 1 was your why. Number 2 was your investment, whether it was going to be your time and money that you would invest. Number 3 was to pick a champion and number 4 was to follow the plan. And so what I'm going to do real briefly is I'm going to open the lines up real quick. We're going to do a quick Q&A